So guys, now we're done with the ectoderm, and then we have the middle layer, which is the mesoderm. The derivatives of this layer are as follows. Firstly, we have muscles, then comes the bone. Next, we have the connective tissue, then the serous linings of body cavities, for instance, in the peritoneum, pericardium, and pleura. Then we have the spleen, which develops within the foregut mesentery. And then we have the other cardiovascular structures. We also have lymphatics, then the blood, wall of the gut tube, then the upper two-thirds of the vagina, then the kidneys. Next, we have the adrenal cortex, then the dermis, and then the testes and ovaries, which we can refer to as the gonads. Next, we have the dura mater, and at last, we have the tracheal cartilage. Relax, guys. Before you start worrying about this long list, it's lucky for you that the derivatives of mesoderm are less commonly asked about, since the derivatives of the ectoderm are so specific. However, as a general rule of thumb, it can be remembered that the mesoderm derivatives are all related to the musculoskeletal system, but there are some special mentions that need to be remembered, such as the kidneys, the gonads, which include the testes and ovaries, and especially the spleen. Well, it's also important to remember, as we discussed earlier, that the notochord induces ectoderm to form the neural plate. It's only postnatal derivative that it's the nucleus pulposus of the intervertebral disc. Before we move to the endoderm derivatives, we probably should look at the outcomes of the mesodermal defects, commonly referred to as the vectoral associations. Now, vectoral stands for V is for vertebral defects, A for anal atresia, which is the congenital absence of an opening at the bottom end of the intestinal tract. C is for cardiac defects. T comes for tracheoesophageal fistula, which is an abnormal connection between the esophagus and the trachea. R for renal anomalies, and L for limb abnormalities related to the bone and muscles. So guys, this was all about the mesoderm and its derivatives. Plus, we also learned about the defects that are associated with it. Now we'll move on to the last and the final layer, that is the endoderm.